It's the Trogdor of TV mounts.
Trogdor of TV mounts.
That's a good point. We finally got that, is it Mantel Mount thing hung last night. Jen and I, it was, well, it just isn't that great. I'll just put it that way. I rant about it incessantly in the filming that we did of it, but I slept on it. I'm still not very happy with it. But the TV's great. It does hang. It's just weird, and you'll see why. And yeah, but that's done. So take a look at that. So this thing is insane. That you can see it here on the floor. We're going to show you it up on the wall in a minute, and then these are the bolts that go into it. The reason these bolts are so ridiculously sized and incredible is this arm and the mount all goes up as one piece, and it's probably 120 pounds, 140 pounds. Heavy. And then here it is on the wall. You can see this thing is ridiculous. This isn't even like any of the videos that the company makes. These Mantel Mount people are highly suspect. You can see the only cool thing about it is you can move the vertical arm that lets you mantle mount, or whatever we want to call that thing, to the left or the right on the horizontal braces. But good God, this thing is ridiculously heavy, isn't it?
It is.
Stupidly heavy. That thing is about 8 times the weight of a TV, easily.
Yeah, I think it's heavier than the TV.
Oh, it's easily heavy. It's got to be 120 pounds at least.
I don't know what kind of TV they thought we were hanging.
Well, this is rated for a small TV, but this thing is over the top, incredibly hard. I don't know how no one person could do this thing, not unless they're like, I work out every day.
Yeah, if you're a contractor, great, fine.
No, you couldn't do this because you'd need 6 arms.
But you do need multiple arms.
I mean, it looks kind of cool, sort of, behind Mom's ear.
I haven't even attempted to pull it down yet.
No, that's the frightening part of all this. But the reason we had to adjust it left, as you can see, let me jump over here. Ow. Is because the outlet that we placed was off center, but not enough. So, but this is totally legit. The instructions say you can do this, so it's not terrible. And we barely just got it above the window. Yeah, so we must continue. We're supposed to mount this guy on that big arm from behind without taking it down, which is annoying. We had to pull it down, and you have to use all of your weight, like all of it, because these gas springs are insane. Luckily, you can adjust those with a little twist of a bolt right up in there somewhere, right there. You can see it right in the center right there. But man, this thing, this is for the small TVs, but it is way overkill. Way overkill. And now we get to mount the TV on it, and then adjust the gas springs, and then all the jips and nibs and twists and turns. But man, this thing is intense. I mean, I don't know why it's so overbuilt. I guess people are afraid it's gonna break their TV, I guess. See this? It just hooks onto those hook arms that are mounted on the back of the TV. Wait. So, and then we tighten those suckers in, tighten that plate in there, and then we have to mess with the gas springs. It's all mounted on this arm. They leave out a ton of steps, by the way, like a ton of steps. And you just have to stare at the picture and go, how'd they do that? Oh, I guess they put that there. But now it is time to adjust the gas springs. There's a spring back there. Right there is the gas spring knobbly doodly, the bolt thing that we had to turn so that it fit for this TV. But you just grab it. I can do it with one arm. And it's just, you just guide it back. Right about here is where it grabs it, you can see. That's about it. What are we gonna do? Pull it down with one arm. Pulling it down is harder. You need both arms. Mom, grab the other one. You just pull down. That's not bad. You only really need two hands to guide it. But that isn't bad. You don't see the, when it's up, it's nice because you don't see any of the mounting. And actually, we actually won on that fight, right? That was a good fight.
Yeah.
It does not block all the TV, and it comes way the heck off the wall. Way the heck off. Way more than I was expecting. And the way that the information talks about it, it was much tighter to the wall. I'm not sure. And maybe we need to look some more and try to see if that arm goes down more, but I mean, that's a lot of distance in there. Put that level in. To measure how much that distance is, Mom. Just put the level against the wall. Between the TV and the wall. There you go.
Yeah. It is 20.
20 inches away from the wall. Wow.
Inches away.
That is a lot. We did see that this little guy right here holds it. It's got to stop so the thing can't go down further. So you can adjust this screw right there behind my finger in different positions to make sure the arm can go further down. It's like a lock stop. One, it's as far back as it can be. Two, if we took it out entirely, the arm would come as far down as those two pieces of metal touching. The mount on the wall to the mount of the arm wall. So it would go down another, I don't know, maybe an inch and a half on there, but over the TV would come down quite a bit more. So, I don't know. We're not really, because the TV is already starting to be kind of at an angle for viewing. It's kind of sloped down. This is a terrible picture, sorry. It's kind of sloped a little bit like down, which is fine. It's not a big issue at all, actually. It's actually better for your neck. But I certainly would think that this arm would go down further than this. It's kind of disappointing. They talk a big game. You could take that screw out, but
We wouldn't gain much.
we gained some. You gain where those two pieces of metal touch. Right, just to be clear, I'm talking about right there, right?
Space right there.
Which over time we're going to be beating the metal to death, and I don't know. What do you think?
No, I think it's fine.
This is the biggest fireplace. I mean, 20, how many, 20 inches this way? 20, whatever we said when we measured it. But I mean, I can fit back here. Mom can fit back here.
I said that our mantle, we're talking about the shelf,
Yeah.
was only like 6 inches deep.
Yeah, this is
So this is definitely clearing that 6 inches.
certainly could come down a lot more. And the guys on the video certainly make it look like it comes down a heck of a lot more. But it does not really come down a lot more. See, and maybe it's because we maybe it's because we hung it so high. I don't know. Maybe that's our problem. But I mean, I guess it could be that that's not no one's mantle is that tall.
That's
Right.
true.
That's
Nobody's
true.
mantle's that
So we did hang it really high, but that was because we hung it over a window. So I don't know. Well,
It is what it is.
we've mounted a lot of TVs, probably 4 or 5. Well, that's not a lot, but it's a lot for us. This is probably the worst, not even the most industrial. The one that our current TV on, that's freestanding, is awesome, just awesome. This one's not even that good because the instructions don't have all the steps, and the hardware is way overkill, like way overkill. Like I said, the thing is heavy I mean, it's incredible. So that's a little disappointing. The fact that there's steps missing is a little disappointing. We got a lot of extra parts, which is weird. But it works, I guess. Sure. I don't know. It's just not that great. I mean, it solves our purpose. I'm probably being too harsh. Let's go figure. That wouldn't be a first, would it?
Our only other option is our TV is exactly 44 inches wide, so we could get a side swivel mount that pulled it over, right? This space right here is exactly 44 inches.
Why are you doing that? Why you gotta do that now? It's way too late now.
It's
way too late.
Sorry if I ever said anything.
But
Way too late.
you get your window. You wanted your window. You got your
Well,
window.
you would get your TV where you wanted it.
You
But
got your window.
the dude, Nathan, would never see anything.
See, Nathan can watch all day up there.
Yeah.
He's got the best view out of everybody.
In some ways, it's the best of both worlds because if he is hiding in the loft,
He can just watch
he
TV.
can just watch TV.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So, and it does turn left and right. People are wondering. It turns a little bit, not a lot. I think we probably should tighten that so it doesn't turn at all, to be honest.
Yeah, for
It's
us,
kind of
our
annoying.
horses, it doesn't need to turn.
So, all right. Well, I hate this mount. I hate it. It was, like I said, very nice package, pretty, sort of well packaged. Although the way they did it, it's like here's an example of 17 and 11, but then you had some other packs that were split like this, 15 and 23. So 15 and 23 didn't seal down the middle, so they merged. So, and in general, I just don't like them. Oh, that's right. The images suck. These are not useful images. Is it just me? Is it you? Is it me?
I mean, the instructions were not. I've had worse IKEA instructions before. These were better than that, but
So
still.
as good as a Norwegian person, is what you're saying.
It was. They could have been a little more.
They could have been a lot better.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's just a lot of weird quirks with this thing. I don't know. If we had to do it again, would we buy this again? Now knowing how this all works.
Now knowing how this all works, we would not buy it.
No, I'd
Especially
agree.
since we would have to readjust to make sure the TV was over.
I don't like, so the mounting doesn't match any of their online, because online they have a bracket. They don't have two standalone bars that go across. It's really annoying. And the fact that their information doesn't match, and maybe it's just an older kit. The fact that it's freaking heavy as sin, that is annoying. It's like 150 pounds. It keeps going up every time I talk about it, but it was easily over 100 pounds.
So the only thing I can think is if we somehow have the TV mounted too high with these brackets in the back.
I don't know why you have that problem. So, there you go.
I was very gentle.
Gentle like a rhino. Anyway, it could have been great. Could have loved it, but your instruction people need some help, and your pictogram people need some help. And I don't know what's up with the giant 100-pound arm. Don't get that.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It is.
It is beefy.
It is. Good. Pick up the truck, right?
Yeah. Beefy arm.
No. All right.
One beefy arm.
One beefy arm.
If anybody knows what that was in reference to.
It's the Trogdor of TV mounts.
Trogdor of TV mounts.
That's a good point. You're right. That is it. That's our title. It's the Trogdor of TV mounts. One beefy arm. And what's the fireinator?
Burninator.
Burninator. I feel burninated.
Burninating the countryside.
Yeah, or burninating my soul is what it's done.
Yeah.
Sad face.